All right, Bloodborne, take two. Audio issues, man. My cord is messing up, so I don't even know. Will this audio even work? Let's find out. Bloodborne. Yeah, so this was one I was actually somewhat excited for because I got a link to the trailer, clicked on it, saw Chloe Cherry from Euphoria. That literally is how I know her. I know some of you will be like, you know her from porn. I didn't know she was a porn star, but when I saw her in Euphoria, I definitely wondered. I definitely wondered. So when I got it confirmed she was, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I applaud someone for trying to get out of the adult industry and make their way into narrative filmmaking to, try to do a more like serious career. I can respect that. I love Tracy Lords. I think she is wonderful in Crybaby and Excision and Tommy Knockers, and I love seeing that chick. So, yeah, Chloe Cherry. I think she's good in Euphoria, and I was excited to see her here because I thought this was a good uh, place for her to kind of cross over into the slasher movies and whatnot. So, yeah, and this is a 80s homage throwback slasher style film where a bunch of like camp counselors go to one of the kids' uh, family's barn to have fun and party and get murdered. And the trailer looked fun. It looked like it was very heavily Sam Raimi inspired, a la Evil Dead, OG, guerrilla filmmaking, just kind of on the fly, figuring it out as you go. Um, and I really respected and appreciated that approach. And they use some camera movements that are ripped straight out of the OG Evil Dead, and there was some gore in the trailer that made it also kind of look like Shemp like practicals and whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm very excited for this now. If they can pull this off, this could be a really fun film from the year. Unfortunately, they did not pull it off for me. I just didn't really care for much of anything in this. Obviously, with these types of movies, you got to deliver in some areas. I was genuinely shocked, with of course there being a porn star in this, that there was tons of nudity teased, absolutely none delivered on. That was actually pretty surprising to me. But I always think back to Slumber Party Massacre 2, where you have a playboy playmate who was trying to get into acting, and she was like, no, I'm not taking off my clothes, I'm taking this more seriously. I didn't know if that was going to go this route. That's not really that important. But I was just kind of surprised, right? Especially since she gets nude in Euphoria. I was just like, she'll do it here, right? And other characters will as well. No, that's fine. I mean, as I said, that's not 100% important. I was just surprised. And of course, I would like it, but we're moving on from that. That's not even my big issue with the film by any means. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like any. There wasn't anything really all that memorable to me. The kills, that kind of stuff, lame. Nothing good there. There was a couple little practicals. Everything pretty much from the trailer is here in the movie, right? And that's about it. And I was just like, oh man, that's lame. And yeah, I just never really found myself engaged with anything. I never really found myself entertained all that much. I wasn't really interested or, laughing or like pointing the screen, like having a good time or nothing, right? So yeah, this one was pretty much just a dud all around for me. Now this is a Screambox original. If you do want to check it out, I know I have some hardcore slasher fanatics here who are just going to watch every slasher film, and that's fine. So at least I'm bringing an awareness to you of the film's existence if you'd never heard of it. But unless you are a hardcore slasher enthusiast who wants to check out every slasher and loves supporting these really indie, ultra low budget efforts, I'm not going to recommend this to anybody else. I'm not even recommending it to those people. I just know that they're going to watch it regardless, which is fine. I would probably as well. I just couldn't find anything really to enjoy in this movie. And the dialogue, all forgettable, right? I know a lot of people think of slashers and they think of, oh, they're cheesy, they're shitty, like you love those. How, what's the bar for you? Well, it's higher than this, right? Like when I look at the great slashers that I love, there's all sorts of memorable, wonderful things in them, from the kills to the nudity, from the characters to the dialogue to Crispin Glover dancing, all sorts of shit. There's all sorts of wonderful things in all the slashers. In fact, technically, my favorite film of all time is a slasher movie, Halloween. So, uh, lots of wonderful things. Just none of them seem to appear here. So that's it. I don't want to be harsh on this movie. I just want to move on, and hopefully this audio takes, so I don't have to do this again. All right. Well, I'll see you in the comments if this one took. Adios.